ईश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण परमात्मने नमः। ओम अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। श्री अर्जुनौ श्रीभगवानुवाच इमं विवस्वते योगं प्रोक्तवानहमव्ययम् विवस्वान्मनवे प्राह मनुरिक्ष्वाकवे ब्रवीत् एवं परम्परा प्राप्तम् इमं राजर्षयो विदुः सकाले नेह महता योगो नष्टः परन्तप स एवायं मया तेद्य योगः प्रोक्तः पुरातनः भक्तोऽसि मे सखा चेति रहस्यं ह्येतदुत्तमम्। अर्जुन उवाच अपरं भवतो जन्मः परं जन्म विवस्वतः कथमेतद्विजानीयां त्वमादौ प्रोक्तवानिति। श्रीभगवानुवाच बहूनि मे व्यतीतानि जन्मानि तव चार्जुन तान्यहं वेद सर्वाणि न त्वं वेत्थ परन्तप अजोऽपि सन्नव्ययात्मा भूतानामीश्वरोऽपि सन् प्रकृतिं स्वामधिष्ठाय सम्भवाम्यात्ममायया यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम् एवं यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मामेति सोऽर्जुन वीतरागभयक्रोधाः मन्मया मामुपाश्रिताः बहवो ज्ञानतपसा पूता मद्भावमागताः ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते तांस्तथैव भजाम्यहम् मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः काङ्क्षन्तः कर्मणां सिद्धिं यजन्त इह देवताः क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा चातुर्वर्ण्यं मया सृष्टं गुणकर्म विभागशः तस्य कर्तारमपि मां विद्यकर्तारमव्ययम् न मां कर्माणि लिम्पन्ति न मे कर्मफले स्पृहः इति माय्योऽभिजानाति कर्मभिर्न स बध्यते एवं ज्ञात्वा कृतं कर्म पूर्वैरपि मुमुक्षुभिः कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वं पूर्वैः पूर्वतरं कृतं किं कर्म किमकर्मेति कवयोऽप्यत्र मोहिताः तत्ते कर्म प्रवक्ष्यामि यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे शुभात् कर्मणो ह्यपि बोद्धव्यं च विकर्मणः अकर्मणश्च बोद्धव्यं गहना कर्मणो गतिः कर्मण्यकर्म यः पश्येत् अकर्मणि च कर्म यः स बुद्धिमान् मनुष्येषु स युक्तः कृत्स्नकर्मकृत् यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणं तमाहुः पण्डितं बुधाः त्यक्त्वा कर्मफलासङ्गं नित्यतृप्तो निराश्रयः कर्मण्यभिप्रवृत्तोऽपि नैव किञ्चित् करोति सः निराशीर्यत चित्तात्मा त्यक्तसर्वपरिग्रहः शारीरं केवलं कर्म कुर्वन्नाप्नोति किल्बिषम् यदृच्छालाभसन्तुष्टः द्वन्द्वातीतो विमत्सरः समसिद्धावसिद्धौ च कृत्वापि न निबध्यते गतसङ्गस्य मुक्तस्य ज्ञानावस्थितचेतसः यज्ञायाचरतः कर्म समग्रं प्रविलीयते ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविः ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना दैवमेवापरे यज्ञं योगिनः पर्युपासते ब्रह्माग्नावपरे यज्ञं यज्ञेनैवोपजुह्वति श्रोत्रादीनिन्द्रियाण्यन्ये संयमाग्निषु जुह्वति शब्दादीन् विषयान्यन्ये इन्द्रियाग्निषु जुह्वति सर्वाणीन्द्रियकर्माणि प्राणकर्माणि चापरे आत्मसंयमयोगाग्नौ जुह्वति ज्ञानदीपिते द्रव्ययज्ञास्तपोयज्ञाः योगयज्ञास्तथा परे स्वाध्यायज्ञानयज्ञाश्च यतयः संशतिव्रताः अपाने जुह्वति प्राणं प्राणे पानं तथा परे प्राणापानगतिरुद्ध्वा प्राणायामपरायणाः अपरे नियताहाराः प्राणान् प्राणेषु जुह्वति सर्वेऽप्येते यज्ञविदः यज्ञक्षपितकल्मषाः यज्ञशिष्टामृतभुजः यान्ति ब्रह्म सनातनं नायं लोकोऽस्त्ययज्ञस्य कुतोऽन्यः कुरु सत्तमा एवं बहुविधा यज्ञाः वितता ब्रह्मणो मुखे कर्मजान् विद्धितान् सर्वान् एवं ज्ञात्वा विमोक्ष्यसे श्रेयाद्द्रव्यमयाद्यज्ञाः ज्ञानयज्ञः श्रेयाद्द्रव्यमयाद्यज्ञाः ज्ञानयज्ञः परन्तप सर्वं कर्माखिलं पार्थ ज्ञाने परिसमाप्यते तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शनः यज्ञात्वा न पुनर्मोहम् एवं यास्यसि पाण्डव येन भूतान्यशेषेण द्रक्ष्यस्यान्मन्यतो मयि अपि चेत्सि पापेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः पापकृत्तमः सर्वं ज्ञानप्लवेनैव व्रजिनं सन्तरिष्यसि यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुतेऽर्जुन ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणं ज्ञानाग्नि सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः कालेनात्मनि विन्दति श्रद्धावान् लभते ज्ञानं तत्परः संयतेन्द्रियः ज्ञानं लब्ध्वा परां शान्तिम् अचिरेणाधिगच्छति अज्ञश्च श्रद्धदानश्च संशयात्मा विनश्यति नायं लोकोऽस्ति न परः न सुखं संशयात्मनः योगसन्न्यस्तकर्माणं ज्ञानसंच्छिन्नसंशयम् आत्मवन्तं न कर्माणि निबध्नन्ति धनञ्जय तस्मादज्ञानसम्भूतं हृत्स्थं ज्ञानासिनात्मनः छित्त्वैनं संशयं योगम् आतिष्ठोत्तिष्ठ भारत ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासूपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे ज्ञानकर्मसन्न्यासयोगो नाम चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। ॐ श्रीकृष्णः परमात्मने नमः। Okay, so we are coming back to Bhagavad Gita after nearly 3 months. I think March 19th was our last Bhagavad Gita. Third chapter we completed. Then we went for a detour, and we are back now to the fourth chapter. So the fourth chapter is called Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Okay. It is not, See, in Sanskrit, the way you pronounce it, the meaning will change. It is Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. If you say Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, you'll have a problem. Correct? Bhushan, you got it, na? If you say Jnana Karma Sannyasa, it is correct. I do sannyasa of karma and go to jnana, that is correct. That yoga. But if I say jnana karma, both I am going to do sannyasa, then problem is there. So it is not jnana karma sannyasa yoga, it is jnana karma sannyasa yoga. Jnanena saha karma sannyasa yoga. With jnanam, I drop karma. Okay. Now, what is this chapter telling us? This particular chapter, fourth chapter, is talking about three topics. First topic, it talks about Avatara Rahasya. Very clearly, it is talking about Avatara Rahasya. Second topic is Jnana Yoga. Okay. Or Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Both are correct. Because that is the main topic here. The third topic, what it is touching is Jnana Sadhanani. What are the sadhanas for Jnana? Okay. Now, we will first take Avatara Rahasya. See, Vedas are apaurushaya. Correct? Vedas are apaurushaya. Rishis, mantra drashtaras have given the Vedas. Okay. Now, in this particular chapter, Bhagavan is telling that this Bhagavad Gita has got the same status as Vedas. Okay. He is very clearly mentioning, don't consider this to be Krishna Arjuna Yoho Sambade, some talk happening between two friends. Chalo, thoda, let us stand in between the battlefield and thoda baatcheet karte. No. Or it is not even about, it has got everything of the Vedas, and that is why you will see Karma Kanda is there, Jnana Kanda is there, Upasana Kanda is there, okay, including Gatis are there. 8th chapter will talk of Krishna Gati, Shukla Gati, everything. They are all detours. It is not at all required in the Bhagavad Gita. But Vyasacharya brings a situation by which Krishna talks about that. Chalo, bolte bolte wo bhi bol deta hu. Means what? I have not left anything of the Vedas. Everything of the Vedas, I have told it through Bhagavad Gita to you. And hence Bhagavad Gita has got a status of the Vedas. Otherwise also, Bharato Panchapo Vedaha, it is said. Mahabharata has got the status of Panchapo Vedaha. Why? The Vedas have got everything. You think about it and it will happen. There is nothing in Mahabharata which is left, which is not there in the Vedas also. That is why Mahabharata is called Panchamo Veda. It has got everything. And in that Bhagavad Gita is the Saransh or the crux of the Vedas. How do you know? Can someone tell why is the Bhagavad Gita the Saransh of the Vedas?
First to sixth chapter talk about the praise is about Vedas has 4 parts. Similarly, Bhagavad Gita, the first portion is like praising, so that is invoking the gods, saying to them. Then the first to sixth chapter is about Karma Kanda. The second equivalent to the Samhita, the Brahmana Bhaga, and then
थोड़ा extend ज़्यादा हो रहा है. थोड़ा ज़्यादा extend हो रहा है ये. See, 3 Shatkams are talked. Prathama Shatkam, Madhyama Shatkam, and your the Charama Shatkam. Okay, Prathama Shatkam is talking about Karma Kanda, Vyashti Swarupa. The Madhyama Shatka is talking about Samashti Swarupa. Okay, and Charama Shatkam is talking about Aham Brahmasmi, that equivalence. Okay, now all this what you are saying is interspersed very well in all the chapters. Most of the chapters have got Jnana, Karma, everything. Some are predominantly Upasana, like the sixth chapter. But second chapter has got Jnana also, it has got Karma also. No, you can't break it as Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. It becomes little difficult if you go purely the Samhitas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas and the Upanishads. It will be very difficult to exactly say this chapter is talking about Samhita, this is talking about no. No, it is not. It will be very difficult in Bhagavad Gita. At least that it may not be impossible, but then it's a far-fetched equivalence. It is not very seemingly visible. But all that of the four are very clearly available in the Bhagavad Gita. They are interspersed very well. Okay. But how can you say that this particular Bhagavad Gita is sum and substance of Vedas? We have learned this. That is why I am asking. Where does it come?
Upanishads.
Okay, Upanishad. So what?
And Upanishad is also a uh, sar of Vedas. So, and Bhagavad Gita also is a sar of Vedas.
How do you know? We can make an imagination, right? For that, at least you should know Upanishad, or you should know the Bhagavad Gita, or you should know both, and then you can tell this. We can tell that only when we know something about it, right? And what is the reference point where we can go to say that it is this?
Gita Dhyanam.
Tell, I'm waiting for that.
Sarva Vedanta.
सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्. Correct? Like that we have to catch and connect it. I have learned that, so from that I have Shraddha on it, so I will believe that it is that. But once I complete learning the Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishad, then I have my intelligence to compare and say, oh yes, whatever is told in the Bhagavad Gita is there in the Upanishad. Okay. But today we have only learned the Dhyana Shloka, so my backup is Dhyana Shloka only. Correct? Now, let us go with an assumption that Bhagavad Gita is Veda Sara completely. Two people have got a responsibility in this society. The Brahmanas have got a responsibility to learn it, promote it, and preserve it. Correct? That is their primary responsibility. Adhyayanam, Adhyapanam is their job, nothing else. I am referring to the Varnashrama, how it is very clearly what is Swadharma of the Brahmana. Correct? What is Swadharma of the Kshatriya? What is Swadharma of Kshatriya?
Protecting the Brahmanas, protecting the people.
Sorry? Protecting.
Make sure that, yeah.
So protection is the job. Protection maybe of the Brahmana, maybe of the things, anything which to be protected, their job is to protect. Including the Vedas, including the Dharmas. Okay, so to give a proper ambience and a situation for everyone so that they can continue to protect it is the job of the Kshatriya. Kshatat trayate iti Kshatriyaha. Kshati means what? Nasha. Trayate. to protect from that is their job. Kshatratrayate. So only two people have got this responsibility to protect the Vedas. One by promoting and propagating it, learning it, promoting, propagating it. Other one by protecting either the Vedas or the people who are promoting the Vedas, the Brahmanas. And second is Dharma. Any adharma happening, it is Raja's responsibility to ensure that he will take care of it. Now, what happens is these two people slowly deviate from their focus, from their objective, from their duty. When they deviate, why they deviate? Because the mind gets distracted by Vishaya, by convenience, by comfort. So they will give up that main responsibility. And when they give up their responsibility, what happens? Dharma starts falling down. And when dharma starts falling down, someone has to come to uphold the dharma. Imam vivasvate yogam proktavanahamavvyayam vivaswan manave prahaha manurikshvakave bravit. Imam vedam vivasvate. I gave this. Krishna tells her, I have given this to Surya Bhagavan first. Surya Bhagavan got this and he passed it into his dynasty. Ikshvaku, Mandhata, like that it came. Okay. Evam parampara praptam. Like that, generation after generation, they got it and they tried to protect it and they utilized it. Sakale neha mahata yogo nashtah parantapa. Due to time lag, it lost its luster. See, if you have got a copper vessel, you just leave it or you keep utilizing it. What happens? It will form the oxide on the surface, dark in color. Yogo nashtah parantapa. It is a very common thing everywhere. It will happen. Initially, for 4 classes, perfectly on time, before time with the book. After 2 years, yogo nashtah parantapa. So again, I have to take some avatara, bring in some, infuse some liking to it, and then it will again start. Again. So what does Bhagavan do? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanartaya aham yuge yuge sambhavami. Okay. So whatever the original stuff was there, it is being transferred. Then what happens? Chinese whisper. You heard of this Chinese whisper game? Correct? That is called Yogo Nashtah Parantapa. By people, there is no intention, but there will be slips, there will be reductions. So again, what do? Paritranaya sadhunam I come. Now, so very clearly, Bhagavan is clearly telling that I have to come again and again to uphold the dharma. Why? When adharma increases, dushkritam increases. Vinashaya dushkritam, paritranaya sadhuna. I have to protect the sadhus and I have to remove or I have to kill the adharmis. Now if all human beings have got a simple job, I've got a very tough job. I come with a particular purpose and don't consider that I am Bhagavan and I can do whatever I want. I can do some jadoo and magic. No, I have to sit in your framework and ensure that you are accepting what I am doing. Okay. That is why Rama had to go to the Vanavasa. That is why he had to, Sita Devi had to show that she is enchanted by that golden deer, knowing very well it is an illusion. Correct? And after that, sit there at Ravana's place and cry. And Rama had to fight. He had to go Vali and then all that. The story is known. So it is not an easy job for even Bhagavan. Huh? Bhagavan has to fit into that framework and he has to play a role and then he has to become a hero. He has to be a villain. He has to play all these roles and then come out achieving his objective. Krishna wasn't easy. How many people are born in the prison? Not easy. Then you have a Kamsa. How many people have lived not with their parents but with someone else? Right from childhood, Krishna only had problems and problems. Still he is a Avatara Purusha. Why? They know how to manage it. That is what is called Avataranam. That is a big difference between our life and Avatar. What is the difference between our life and Avatar? That is called Avatara Rahasya. There is a nature to it, there is a purpose to it, there is a benefit or there is a clear objective for it. Okay. Now, when we consider ourselves, it is called Patanam. You know what is Patanam? Patanam means falling down. We are all dropped down. हम सब नीचे गिरते इस भूमि में आते. Patanam, we fall down. Why? Our karma phala brings us to that. We come here to exhaust the karma phala. Correct? In that generate new karma phalas. Again come back to exhaust the karma phalas. So that is called patanam. We every time fall down and keep coming. Bhagavan, avataranam. What is avataranam? He chooses and descends down. He doesn't fall down. नीचे उतर के आते हैं. He comes down to our level from whatever level he is. That is called avataranam. Very, very beautiful word it is. So he walks down and comes down to our level for what? To protect us and uplift us. That is the Avatara Rahasya. Okay. Our life is based on karma and karma phala. Okay. Let us see the differences in both. Okay. What is the cause? Let us see the cause for Janma and what is the cause for Avatara. What is the cause for our Janma? Our karma phala. Correct? What is the cause for Avatara? Adharma becomes the cause for the Avatara. Upholding Dharma becomes the cause for Avatara. Protecting the Dharma becomes the cause for Avatara. Correct? And we take birth avashaha, helplessly. Do you have a choice where to take birth? Do you have a choice who are your parents? Do you have a choice in which house you will be born? It's called avashaha. But Bhagavan has got mastery. He can choose the house, he can choose the parents, and then take avatar. He has got mastery in everything, right? He knows. He knows what he is going to do, how he is going to do, and then the game plan is fully known to him. Correct? And then that is how you can see that Narasimha avatar is taken to kill Hiranyakashipu. Krishna Avatara is first for killing Kamsa, then Bhagavad Gita. Rama Avatara for Ravana. Correct? Like that, various avatars are taken for a different purpose to uphold and get back the creation and creatures back to the level of normal, sustainable living. What is Dharma? Sustainable living, nothing other than that. Today, why are everyone talking plastic is bad? Adharma. It is not sustainable. With so many years, if we have created this mess, do you expect that man will only be able to clean it up? You will need avatara who will come and clean it up. Why? We are only capable of creating further mess. Right? We have effectively done that. That is why when that story goes, when Brahmaji created human being, when Brahmaji created human being as his last masterpiece, then while sending this human being, he gave a parting gift. He said, Kardamena praja bhuta mayi sambhava kardama. Kardamena. Kardama is Brahmaji. Kardamena. Praja bhuta. Having created this praja bhuta, mayi sambhava kardama. Within you, I have given you an ability to produce what you want. If I am the generator, I have given you an ability to generate what you want. To make this a cosmos is in your hand, to make it a chaos is in your hand. You choose. That is the parting gift he gave. And as usual, we human beings, we always choose the wrong thing. And we are seeing what it is. Right? In between, he will come, uplift, again tell you, utilize your boons properly. You have been given buddhi as a blessing. Use it. Use your purushartha properly. And as usual, over a period of time, we will continue to be highly selfish for our own convenience, create a chaos. Who created more chaos? Vinashaya cha dushkritam. Who understands this chaos is bad and tries to protect it? Paritranaya sadhuna. Yes or no? Correct? It's a simple law of living. If you are able to live and allow others to live without being too selfish about yourself, it is sadhunam paritranaya. If you have only me, my, and nothing else, then vinashaya cha dushkrita. Simple. It is our outlook. Okay. So he brings back the sustainable world again for us to mess it up again. तो ये चालू ही रहेगा. He will bring sustainable world, we will mess it. If we mess it, pencil and rubber, they both were complementary. Eraser, pencil, eraser, pencil. Why is the eraser there? So that you can write with the pencil again. If you write with the pencil, you need an eraser to clean it. ये चालू ही रहेगा. It never stops because they both are complementary and that will keep happening. When it will happen, in what frequency, that we do not know. Okay. And if we have a wrong notion that there are only 10 avatara, then it is absolutely our ignorance. Anything and everything what you see is avatara. That is the beauty of it. But to have selective one so that there is commonality, this 10 have been given. So if you see Sanat Kumara, Sanandan and all, they have said everything right from start to the end is all avatar only. This discussion is going to uphold the dharma or not. Avatar. Matter ends. Why are we thinking too much about it? If you sit and hear avatar, you are also avatar only. Correct? So this is an ongoing process of this change which will be there. And some of these changes becomes very, for example, for so-called, what is it called? Hybrid working. Corona is the avatar. Yes or no? For getting a hybrid work, Corona becomes an avatar. Like that, many avatara comes and goes. But there is Sampurna Avatara where they have completely done full justice all across. Like that, Rama Avatara and Krishna Avatara is considered as a Purna Avatara. The others are not. They are incidental. They come for a particular purpose and go. But these are there for Purna Avataras. Okay. So, why do I come? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. What do I do? Yuge yuge aham sambhavami, and then I uphold the. How do I come? Jiva is Pancha Bhautika. Jivas come as Pancha Bhautika. Correct? We are made up of Pancha Mahabhutas and we come. But Ishvara is not bound by Pancha Bhautikas. Why? He is the Swami of Pancha Bhautika. How do we know? Upanishad tells us. Tasmadva etasmad atmana akashas sambhutah akashad vayuh vayoragnih agnerapah adbhyah prithvi prithivya oshadayah oshadibhyonnam annat purushah. Correct? So we are surely, after many causes, we are the result. He is Devo ka Dev, Kauso ka Kaus. So he is the Swami of the cause. We are Dasa of the cause. Are we able to understand? That is why we have Pancha Bhautika Sharira. They don't have Pancha Bhautika. It may look Pancha Bhautika, but they need a Sharira. That is why it comes. Okay. They can give it up anytime. They can use it the way they want. No problem at all. Okay. That is why they are never attached to that Sharira. Then, what is the function? For us, we have to exhaust the Punya Papa. For them, what it is? It's called Leela. That is why we say Bhagavan ka Leela hai. That means what? The seemingly visible cause and the effect, which we don't understand, they can very easily do it and move. We will call it as a miracle, or we will call it as Maya Jal, or we will call Bhagavan as PC Sarkar. You call whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Correct? But they have an ability to do it. Why? They are the Swami. The Pancha Mahabhutas are under them as slaves. Otherwise, how can Narasimha Avatara come, you tell me? Because any time before that or after that, have you seen a Narasimha? No. Then how did it come? They could do. And that too from where? Achetana pillar, Chetana Narasimha comes. Think about it. From Achetana pillar, which doesn't have life. If life has to come, it has to come from a life or not. How are we all born? From something which is living. From someone who is living, not from dead. But Bhagavan can do that. From a pillar, Narasimha can come. Absolutely no problem. Okay, that is why it is called Avatar. And then for that some story or something will be there. But what we have to understand is, so to our common mind, which we see as miracle, Avatar, it is very easy for them to do it. Very, very easy for them to do it. And they will do it. Right? Okay. Then, for us, it is Patanam. For Ishvara, it is Avataranam. Coming down to our level. Okay. So, this Avatara Rahasyam is what was taught by Krishna to Arjuna. What did he say? He said, he says, Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tavacharjuna tanyaham veda sarvani natvam vetha parantapa. Fifth shloka. Arjuna, me and you both have taken many janmas. Many janmas. We can't even have a track of it. Okay. Tava cha Arjuna janmani me vyatitani bahuni janmani. I have also taken, you have also taken. Then what? Aham tani eva veda. I remember each janma what I did. What was it? What did I do? What was my purpose? Everything I remember, every moment I remember. Natvam vetha parantapa. You don't even remember yesterday what you ate. I have given a special Shakti. Maya has got two Shaktis. Anyone remembers that? Anyone remembers Maya's two Shakti? आवरण शक्ति कभी तो सुना था, याद है? कवरिंग एबिलिटी टू कवर, हाँ. विक्षेप शक्ति एंड आवरण शक्ति, हाँ. So Maya's avarana shakti will cover it very easily. That is why yesterday what I ate I don't remember. But for me both these are not there. Why? Maya मेरा मुट्ठी में है. I am the Swami. Maya is my parchai. Are you able to get that? We are made up of that Prakriti and Purusha together. Purusha is there. The Prakriti is what is getting manifested. That is why we look at Prakriti as a cause. And when Prakriti is a cause, then all the qualities of Prakriti also will come in me, which is Avarana Shakti and Vikshepa Shakti. For Bhagavan, Prakriti is not at all the cause. How can Avarana Shakti work on? Correct? If dark clouds are there, can you say that the sun is not shining? I can't see it. Why? The clouds are covering. But the sun is shining. Correct? How did the clouds come? That is the beauty of it. How did the clouds come? Because of the sun. Sun falling into the water, evaporating the water, the cloud has come. And as though the cloud is covering the sun only. Kitna buddhu hai hum? Can the cloud anytime cover the sun? The cloud is forming a filter in front of our eye as though the sun is getting covered. But the cloud can never cover the sun. It's a perspective how we have to see it and go ahead. Okay, so says very clearly, Ajopi san avyayatma bhutanam ishwaropi san ajaha api sat avyayatma. I am that atma. Ajaha. What is ajaha? Not bakri. One meaning of aja is bakri in Sanskrit. It's called ajaha. Okay. And there is a beautiful Upanishad mantra also coming. Ajame kan lohita shukla krishnam bhakvim prajan janayanti gam sarupam ajohyeko jushamano nuchete jaha atyenam bhukta bhoga majo onyaha. Again related to Atma only, Brahman. Ajaha, जिसका जन्म ही नहीं है, अजन्मा is ajaha. Okay. Ajopi san avyayatma bhutanam ishwaraha api. For all the bhutaha, I am the Ishwaraha. They call me Ishwaraha. Saguna Prakriti Sahita Atma Ishwaraha. Correct? One who has got endowed with all the gunas is Ishwaraha. Okay. He says, what you know? Prakritim swam adhisthaya. Swam adhisthaya. I being the substratum of Prakriti. Prakriti is now rested on me. Prakritim swam adhisthaya. What do I do? Sambhavami. I manifest due to what? Atma Mayaya. That means I can do anything with the Maya. This Atma may do anything with the Maya. Anything. That is why Maya is called Anirvachaniya. What is Anirvachaniya? Inexplicable. Maya is called inexplicable. Why? सन्नाप्यसन्नाह्युभयात्मिकानो भिन्नाप्यभिन्नाह्युपयात्मिकानो सांगाप्यनंगाह्युभयात्मिकानो महाद्भुतः अनिर्वचनीय माया. Viveka Chudamani 108 sloka very beautifully explained. There is no logical explanation how Maya works. That is why it is inexplicable. That is the answer. I can see it, I can feel it, but I have no logical answer why it is happening. That is why it is called Maya. You keep on answering, you will come to a point. Simple question. Chicken came first or the egg came first? Seed came first or the tree came first? If such a question is asked, the answer is what you know. There is no correct answer for a wrong question. That is the answer. Don't try to get the answer. The question is wrong, so there cannot be a correct answer. There is no correct answer for a wrong question. Why? When these two are interdependent, how can you ask this question itself which came first? It is like saying, which is the starting chair in that giant wheel? I have a giant wheel. You tell me this is the first chair of the giant wheel. Can anyone tell? You can maximum say where I am sitting, I will call it the first. To reference to that first, everything else gets a number. Or if that person decides to put that as 1, the rest have got the number. But no one can say that is the first. Anirvachaniya. So, Anirvachaniya Maya. So he says, Prakritim Swam Avashtabhya Sambhavami Atma Mayaya. Along with this Maya, I can just become anything I want. Why? It is available for me anytime. Simple. When there is credit card or what is it? When you have this card, don't worry. If nothing is there, you have this card. Again add. You all are all Vedanta students. You don't see ads. Anyway, when I remember it, I will tell you. If there is some credit card ad, it is. So like that, he's got that credit card with him, Maya. Whenever he wants, he can utilize it. So kamayata bahusyam prajayeti satapotapyata satapastaptva idagam sarvam asrijata. Not even one exception. Sarvam asrijata. Everything came out of it. What? One thought. Ekoham bahusyamaha. I am one and I want to multiply. One thought Ishvara had, and that is where we are sitting. That is Srishti. Okay. So, Prakritim Swam Adhishtaya Sambhavami Atmamaya. Understand this, Arjuna, very clearly. If you think me, your friend Krishna, me, your cousin Krishna, and you, we both are same. Yes, we both look alike. We both talk alike. We both eat alike. We both do everything alike. But there is a difference. Aham Swam Adhishtaya Sambhavami Atmamayaya Prakritim. But you are Patanam because of your karma phala. You are the Dasa of Prakriti. I am the Swami of Prakriti. Big difference. Correct? Why did I come? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Indirectly he is saying, I know you, that stupid Kshatriya Arjuna, you are not doing your job. Go and kill the adharmi. And in front of you, you are justifying Hatvaitanam atatayinaha. That Atatayi Duryodhana, if I kill him, I will get papa. Your dharmi or adharmi. To make you proper only I have come. Indirectly is saying. Sambhavam Yatma Maya for what? Yada yada hi dharmasya glani bhavati abhyuttanam adharmasya tad atmanam srijamyam. And when I do that, what happens? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. Dharma samsthapanarthaya Yuge, yuge, dine, dine. You put kale, kale. Aham sambhavam. Nothing wrong. Simple. When someone helps you, saves you, protects you, does something for you, you say, you are my savior. You came like God and helped me. Means what? Avatara. He was an avatara. I am a dasa. Correct na? So avatara keeps coming. You have to see avatara in everything. That is the point. Okay. Then Janma karma cha me divyam. He clarifies. My Janma and my karma is divyam, not like yours. Evam yo vetti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma. I have no punarjanma like you. Neti mam eti saha Arjuna. Please understand. I have not come because of my karma phala. I have come due to Atma Maya. I have taken a Janma. I can very easily drop it and go without any problem. See, Avatara Rahasya very beautifully explained in this. Okay. Then what? Vita Raga Bhaya Krodha Manmaya Mam Upashritaha Bahavo Jnana Tapasa Puta Madbhava Magata. It says, one who gives up Vita Raga Bhaya Krodha and really understands me, they only are jnanis. Who understands this avatara rahasya and who do not look as some miracle and human form, they are all buddhus. You have to understand avatara as an avatara and clearly knowing that Bhagavan sarva gana gunaika nilayaha kartum akartum anyata kartum api shaktaha. Kartum he can do, akartum he need not do, anyatha api kartum he makes someone else do, api shaktaha. Okay, he can be the doer, he can be not the doer, he can be an instigator or making someone to do. Anything is possible. Okay, and one who understands me like that is only a jnani. Who does not understand me like this, why did he tell all this? What was the reason of telling this? ये सब इतना जो बोलने का था, जरूरत क्या था? Okay, this chapter starts with what? भगवान वाचा और अर्जुन वाचा. Starts with भगवान वाचा. जब बिना पूछे खुद होके बोल रहा है. Did you understand this? Did you realize this? What did the third chapter start? Third chapter started with a question. Jayasi chet karmanaste mata buddhir janardana tatkim dharmani घोरे माम नियोजयसि केशव व्यामिश्रेणेव वाक्येन बुद्धिं मोहयसि वमे तद एकं वद निश्चित्य. You please tell me. So Arjuna had a question, Krishna answers. Krishna continues till where? He talks about Kama and Krodha. Third chapter ending. Kama esha Krodha esha. And then he says, Evam buddhe param buddhva samstabhyatmanam atmanah jahi shatrum mahabaho kama rupam durasatam. He has put a full stop to the topic. He himself starts the next one. Huh? Look at it. Fourth chapter, he starts himself. Imam vivasvate yogam. Did Arjuna ask, what is Avatara Rahasya? He actually gave this and he said, I have given to Vivaswan this knowledge. He talked about second chapter in the third chapter and then he says, this knowledge I have already given to Surya. 1 second के लिए, boss, I understand till now what you are telling. Huh? तुम थोड़ा कुछ फेंको चलेगा. We both are friends. थोड़ा तुम फेंक सकते हैं. तुम सडनली आके बोलेगा मैं सूर्य को दिया है. But I know your date of birth. We both are born nearly at the same time. Don't keep fooling me so much. मैं इतना भी बुद्धू नहीं है. And that is why he says, can you please tell me, did I understand it wrongly? Can you please tell me that you have taught Surya? Did I hear it correct? He says, yes, perfectly correct. And that's how he gives that Avatara Rahasya. Why? He ends it up saying that one who understands me in the right way is the jnani. And the person who understands me that right way, that aham nitya shuddha buddha brahma asti asmi, for that person, karma sannyasa. He doesn't have to do. Third chapter was what? Karma yoga. Correct? Move from karma, kamya karma to karma yoga. What is karma yoga? Right actions, right attitude. Ishwara arpana buddhi, prasada bhavana. Correct? After that, he says, this is that crux of everything which I have taught. And then he explains how I am different from you. The Avatara Rahasyam he gives. And then he says, now that you understand the Avatara Rahasyam, people who understand me in the right way, for them there is no karma. Sannyasa from karma. Why? Jnana is enough for them. They don't have to do no karma. That is why this chapter is called Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Because of this jnanam, they can take sannyasa from karma. Why? Why this exception? Ask the question. Don't simply just keep accepting what I'm saying. Have they got two horns? Very, very clear. If they know the Atma Jnanam, they know Sharira Trayam is not valid. They know Kosha Panchakam is not valid. They know Avastha Trayam is not there. Then what is there? Sakshi. Atma tarhikaha sthula sukshma karana sharira vyatiriktah panchakoshatitas san avasthatraya sakshi satchidananda swarupa san yastishtati sa atma. That atma along with maya sahita has taken avatara. So whatever the nirguna I know, I'm just giving a guna now and calling it Ishvara now. I have no problem at all because I know Nirguna. Correct? Now, he says, who knows me in the right way, for them there is no karma. Sannyasa from karma. How? He says, very clearly come to the shloka. He takes a deviation and explains. He says, कांक्षन्तः कर्मणां सिद्धिं यजन्त इह देवता क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा. He says the problem is what? People continue to do karma for getting more and more betterment and refinement. To get more and more siddhis. Keep on doing so that more I will get refinement, more I will get refinement. Okay? Siddhirbhavati karmaja. Then he makes a very, very important statement. And that statement, second line is important than the first line. And normally it is misquoted. Chatur varnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagashah tasya kartaram apimam vidya kartaram avyayam. The first line says Chatur varnyam maya srishtam. Maya srishtam. Very, very clearly. Chatur varnyam maya srishtam. I have made this four varna. Now, this is where we will require some clarification. What is Chatur varnyam maya srishtam? This Chatur varnyam, we will take it up in the next class. But the second line is more important. This shloka is not for the importance that he created Chatur varnyam. He says, Tasya kartaram apimam vidhi akartaram avyayam. I am the doer of everything. At the same time, I do not do anything. You understand this? I seemingly is the doer of everything, and I do not actually do anything. Which means what? In my presence, Prakriti will keep on manifesting and unmanifesting. I am akarta abhokta. Tasya kartaram api mam prakriti drishtya vidya kartaram avyayam atma drishtya. Are you able to get this? No. Tasya kartaram api mam. I am the doer of it. That means cause effect theory. When will you see cause effect? When one matter gets converted to another matter. That is cause effect theory. Correct? Intelligent cause, material cause. Hopefully you remember. And if you look at me as abhinna, I am the same abhinna material cause and the intelligent cause. Then you are actually looking at what? Are you looking at Prakriti or are you looking at Purusha? Cause effect is for Prakriti or Purusha?
Prakriti.
Correct? So, tasya kartaram. When you look at Prakriti, Prakriti drishtya kartaram aham. Purusha drishtya, aham sakshi. I am only blessing the Prakriti. I am not the doer. Correct? It's how you know. When I get into a dark room and switch on the light, what do I say? Oh, now everything is visible. Means what? The light has participated in the activity. But we all know light never participates in the activity. It only blesses the activity. So when you see light as the blessing part, akartaram, when you see it has unfolded, it has that time you say, oh, it has got manifested. What has got manifested? Prakriti, not Purusha. Purusha is ever manifested. Correct? So these two opposites are given in the same line, and that needs to be known. So Chaturvarnyam Maya system, okay, means what? Blessed by Prakriti, these Varnas are already there. Why? They have certain jobs, which we will see next time. If you think I am the doer, Buddha, I am never the doer. Tasya kartaram apimam vidya kartaram api. And one who knows this second line is a jnani. One who keeps bragging Chaturvarnyam Maya system, he is an ajnani. Think about it. It is not ridiculing the Varna system. Huh? You use it as a proper tool and keep moving ahead. It is for your growth. Continue to use that and grow and outgrow it and come out. Correct? The college is a instrument for you to grow. You can't be sitting in the college because I like the place, I like the environment, I like the canteen, I like the teacher. You can't be sitting there. You have to outgrow it. You have to pass and come out of it. Oh, anyway, I have to come out. So why should I go in? That option is not there. You have to get in. You have to get in. You have to grow. You have to outgrow and come out. Same way, understand Prakriti is there. Outgrow from Prakriti. Drop the Prakriti. Purusha is there. Prakriti becomes a holder for Purusha. When I want to transfer the milk from that vessel into my mouth, what do I use? I bring in an unknown entity called a cup, pour the milk into that, place the edge of the cup into the lip, onto the lip, turn it so that the milk goes through the cup. I bring in a cup, do the transaction, throw the cup. You know that famous 17 elephants, one minister, 17 elephants. The king had, a rich person had 17 elephants and 4 sons. and it has to be equally divided. Now you understood. He bought in one more elephant and removed the elephant. What did the elephant do? Only helped to distribute it as told by the father. The distribution could do. But that elephant did not take any active part. Like that, Purusha does not take any active part. Prakriti, blessed by Purusha, does the part. And if we know that, we feel, wow, aham Purushaha asmi, aham Brahmaha asmi, aham Purnaha asmi, Purnamadah, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. So next time we will just complete the which part? Chaturvarnya. I will explain that with gunas because Gunatraya Vibhaga which will come has got a basis here. Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga will come. Okay, that has got a basis sitting here. Chaturvarnyam Maya Srishtam. And then he will talk about karma. Okay, because all these people are going to do karma. Then he says, he talks of different yajnas. Then he says the futility of these yajnas. If you are going to continue that. And then he says, come to jnanam. That is how jnana karma sannyasa goes ahead. Okay? Sure. So we'll connect next week. Hari Om. Shubharatri.
धन्यवाद सर.
Hari Om.
Thank you, sir.